For thousands of years, humans have always tried to make better materials, something more durable, more malleable, cheaper, and easier to make. This pursuit led humans through many eras of discovery, such as the Bronze Age and the Iron Age. However, many consider the most important discovery in the entire field of chemistry and material sciences to be the invention of plastics. Picture this, it's the 1900s. Trade and industry are booming. The automobile is beginning mass production, and the Wright brothers just performed the first heavier-than-air flight in history. Out of all the great scientists alive during this time, one of them stands out. His name is Leo Baekeland, and he is considered the father of synthetic plastic polymers. At this time, many scientists were setting out to try to discover the newest wonder material, but all of them failed. A German chemist by the name of Werner Keeblerg tried many times to create plastics, but failed repeatedly. He eventually gave up his research by saying, quote, "I could not crystallize this mess, nor purify it to any constant composition, nor in fact do anything with it once produced." However, Baekeland rose to this challenge. He noticed the majority of research into plastics was conducted using phenols and formaldehyde, so he decided to use similar compounds. Soon after beginning his research, he made a breakthrough discovery. He created a weak prototype of his later plastics, which he named Novolac. However, its properties led to it becoming regarded as a failure. Despite this, Baekeland continued his research. After his promising creation of Novolac, he continued research using the same phenol formaldehyde mixture. He experimented with different temperatures, pressures, and additives. One day he added wood and asbestos to his mixture. Then he put the mixture into a machine called a Bakeliter, which compacted and heated the mixture. This process created the first finished version of his new plastic, Bakelite. It also goes by the name of polyoxybenzyl. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. For a while, he kept his discovery a secret as he applied for a patent, which later got accepted on December 7, 1909. In the meanwhile, he announced his world-changing discovery at the New York section of the American Chemical Society in February. However, a war that would change history forever would soon change the scene for plastics and the world as a whole. World War II led to many rapid innovations in the world of plastic polymers. After all, the side that could produce the highest quality weapons with the cheapest prices would ultimately be the victor. Many researchers quickly sprung to the opportunity to create the newest plastic and make themselves an American hero. Nylon was invented in 1935 as a way to replace traditional string. It was used in almost everything, from parachutes to body armor. Plexiglass was used in place of glass in airplanes, and soon all sorts of new plastics were employed in almost every part of the war machine. After the end of World War II in 1945, all the industries that had been key in producing plastics in the war suddenly became useless. However, factory owners had a plan. They began to use plastics in commercial products from every industry, from cars to bottles. This allowed them to make more products at a cheaper price, drastically increasing their profit. Now the new age of plastic products has begun. However, this shift wasn't all sunshine and polluting factories. In fact, it was mostly just polluting factories. In the year 1950, around 2 million tons of plastic was produced, many of which was found in single-use products such as plastic bottles and plastic bags, which quickly found themselves in landfills and rivers all around the world. In the 1960s and 1970s, people all around the world pushed for plastic companies to find a more environmentally friendly way of using plastic waste. So, companies began to start the practice of recycling. However, recycling is not without its flaws. After each round of recycling, plastics quickly get weaker and weaker, and a large portion of plastics are still not even recycled. Now people in modern times are trying to research various chemical and physical ways of processing plastic waste to make it easier to recycle and more efficient. Plastic development was one of the most influential developments in human history. It revolutionized almost every industry, from farming to filmmaking. It allowed goods to be produced cheaper, easier, and on a larger scale. Today, there is still ongoing research into the field of plastic polymers, including ways of recycling leftover plastics that cannot be recycled by our current methods. In the next couple years, we will probably see many new forms of plastics with unique and interesting properties being developed by bright chemists and material scientists all throughout the world. I hope you found this video interesting, and thank you for watching.